You've seen her shining at this shooting range. You've seen her down and out in Tokyo and also doing us proud in Paris. And she was welcomed with open arms back home in India. We are tuned into Republic podcast and we have the one and only Manu Bhaker, our champion, our double medalist. She has just etched history in sports, but today we're going to take a sneak peek into her persona, into how she thinks and how she goes about her life and what really it takes to be Manu Bhaker. Thank you so much, Manu, for joining us here at Republic podcast. And you're just 22, being a legend at 22. How does it make you feel when you hear that?
Well, I do not consider myself as that. I would like to continue this for as long as possible, and I really love my sport. So, my goal would be winning gold, and the dream continues, of course. This time was 2 bronzes and 1 fourth finish for me. But it feels good that people recognize and people appreciate the efforts and the medals that I got. So it feels very good, and yes, I was welcomed back with open arms. It felt really good.
Yes, and since you talked about coming back, last time we connected was via Zoom interview when you were still in Paris after the medal, and you were talking about how you can't wait to have ghar ka khana. So I hope pet bhar ke you've had all your aloo parathas.
Actually, aloo parathas and all, I'm only allowed to eat like very once in a while because my mom is like, you have to have very healthy diet and all. So,
very disciplined life for a youngster like you, for a 22-year-old. We learned about how Jaspal sir, your coach, was very strict and not let you, use your phones. And I just really want to understand how a Gen Z can really live without a phone in this day and age.
Oh no, they can. It's just initially you'll have to put in a lot of efforts, but later on you'll get used to it and you'll actually enjoy life a lot more. And I am kind of used to it, like the healthy lifestyle and everything, maintaining weight and working out and everything since childhood because of my karate, boxing and all academies. But maintaining distance and everything with phone, yes, Jaspal sir was like, he was very strict. He was like, no social media for you until the games are over. So even after my first medal, I was not allowed to, talk to anybody other than my friends or my family, nobody else. And social media, of course, was off at that time. So after coming to India, I was able to actually use it back.
So you feel that with such restrictions, of course, it comes with a cost, every success, but you feel that something really goes away. Do you, any part of your life you miss, like any normal girl at your age will be right now spending that life, but maybe you are missing out on something?
No, actually, I feel like I couldn't have asked for more. Having this life is a blessing for me because my sport has given, like, who am I today is because of my sport. It has given me the opportunity to travel the world, which I absolutely love. I love traveling. Then it has given me so much in life. I couldn't have asked for more, and I do not regret making any decision so far. So for me, it's more like just keep doing this for as long as you can. And yeah, that's the goal.
And in fact, you're talking about this part of life. So how has the transformation been, like shooting for a gold and now shooting before the camera, shooting for brands? How is this entire, glamming up journey and, all the spotlight on you?
Honestly, I had to, it was pre-decided that I will take a long break because it had been over 8 years that I had actually taken a month's break. Even a month's break I was not able to take. So we do not have any off seasons in our sport. So we have continuous matches every month. We have like matches. Sometimes it gets so hectic that every 15 days we have some competition to shoot. So it was very long, like very back. We planned it before Olympics, 2-3 months before Olympics. We planned that we will take 3 months break. Then we will prepare for next like 2 months and then start back with competitions again. So that was pre-decided, and I really enjoy shooting, all kinds of shooting, like at the range as well as in front of camera. Yeah, so I enjoy this, and I really I really enjoy dressing up and all as well.
Yeah, we've been actually seeing your pretty pictures and all glammed up, and what happens in India, sometimes people start scrutinizing you also. That now she's become a brand, and of course there are reports of your brand value, you're going 7 times more. How do you see that? You think that does it really affect you? How do you deal with it, all of that?
See, I'll tell you one thing. Whenever I come across something like people are criticizing me for something or anything of that sort, so I just ask myself, where were they when I was, not winning? Where were they when I needed somebody's help? Where were they when, I really wanted appreciation from people? They were nowhere. And now that I am actually doing well in life, I cannot pull myself down and be like, change my personality and everything. So I would want to live however I want to. But of course, there are always, you can always improve your personality, but you should not change your personality. You should not change who you are. So whenever I come across such things, I'm like, they were not there when you actually needed somebody's help or somebody's love or somebody's appreciation. So it doesn't really bother me that much. But when it comes to family, it does. It does annoy a lot. Yeah.
It does? You face anything, any sort of problems within the family before or after?
No, not within the family or anything. I'm just saying when people target like one's family. For example, when they do it in cricket, when they do not win, whenever they were not able to win a World Cup or something, they used to really target the family as well.
The wives or whoever was there.
Yes, the wives, the daughters, the mothers and everything. So that's not good at all. So in my case as well, when it comes to my family, when people try to target my family, I don't like it.
Absolutely, and of course, you talked about times when you're low and you face criticism that happened in Tokyo, right? Yes. And there were a lot of talks, a lot of reports splashed on every news media. How did you really come through that phase? And now you reach the podium and it's a different scenario altogether. What really inspired you? What really helped you just hold it together?
So Tokyo, while heading to Tokyo, I was number 2, but things did not work out in a manner that we all were expecting, and so was I. I faced like a lot of criticism as well as it was kind of a very low moment in my life. And at that time I realized nobody cares. Nobody actually cares if you're not doing well in life, or if you're doing well, then there'll be people who will be supporting you. There'll be people who will be criticizing you regardless. So it doesn't really matter. You have to carry yourself through thick and thin. So it's just you that will matter in the longer run, and your family and your friends. So that is the lesson it taught me, and I can't be happier now. And I mean, I know I can do a lot better in life, and I will try to do so. But now I've learned to enjoy every moment and actually not cry about small things.
You're really talking very wisely, and I can't help but break up the statement you gave about Bhagwad Gita. Yes. And I could see the impact it has had on you, the way you're speaking right now. So how has it really helped you? If you could tell our viewers, do you read it daily, or how does it really come to your life?
So my mother is a Sanskrit and Hindi lecturer, and since childhood she is the one who actually kept me very disciplined and very what I had to do on priority. For example, if I have to do my homework or follow my routine and everything, she's the kind of person who would be like, you have to do it, that's your priority, do that first, and after that only I'll allow you for something else. So she kept me very disciplined and everything throughout my life. And now, so initially she only told me about Bhagwad Gita and everything. So she is the person who is like, she tells me about history, she tells me about Indian mythology, or I say it history, Indian history I say. So she tells me about all these stories and the actual history of India. And then now I was like, you know what, I should probably start reading Gita thoroughly. And I have this meditation guru who actually tells me 2 or 3 verses every day, so that it helps me in my general life as well. Because how old it may seem, as old as it may seem, it is relevant in today's life as well. You only have to actually sit and try and connect it with your daily life. So for me, so many verses are there, but especially I really love one, that do your karma and do not focus on the result.
कर्म करते जब फल चिंता मत करो.
अपने कर्म पूरी निष्ठा से करो, फल की चिंता मत करो. तो ये चीज़ है. And my coach always says, Jaspal sir, he always says, you do not get what you want, you get what you deserve. So these sort of things will always keep my head very, online.
Absolutely, and of course you do deserve what you've achieved. But the fact that you're talking about it very openly, very elaborately, you think it's important because we've seen for the longest time people have not been very open about their beliefs, their faith, and they've just been, sort of guarded. You think it's important to always talk about it, and there should be no inhibitions in, talking about your faith, your culture, your traditions.
Honestly, I feel like India has a very, very rich heritage, rich culture, and we should all come together and actually celebrate it, and not be like, "Ki, we need to change this thing in our culture." I mean, of course, we should eliminate all the bads that we have in our culture, but so many good things as well we have in our history or like heritage culture and everything. So we must cherish all that, and I am a kind of person, like, I'm very open, I'm accepting of other people as well. I mean, if you have certain beliefs, I do not expect anything
You're
out
open
of
to
you.
it.
I'm open. If you have something that works for you, that's good for you. And I don't, it doesn't bother me what others believe. So I just, it's like live freely, man.
You're a woman achiever, very young, and just 3 days after you've won the medal, there are pictures going on and there are talks about, link-ups with different athletes. All that people are talking about focus on one part. How do you react to that? How do you take it? Do you get disturbed by it, or you feel that it's part and parcel of it?
I think it's part and parcel of it, and I don't know, everyone enjoys gossip, I guess. So I don't really mind it, but just the family part I don't like people targeting my family, I don't like that. But otherwise it doesn't really bother me that much. Yeah.
What do you do to just switch off from the noise outside?
Just stop watching media, social media and everything. Just stop for a while, and then, after a while you can start back with it again. But other than that, I spend a lot of time with my family and my friends. I really love all of them. So that helps a lot.
You come from Haryana, that's a place known for mostly wrestlers, boxers. Now, how did shooting come up there? How did you get inspired for shooting? And was your family open to it? Was there maybe your extended family? Was there some sort of, inhibition or, kya karogi karke and all that type of talk?
So before this, actually, I was into boxing, martial arts, karate and everything, like contact sports. Not a big wrestling fan though. I used to do a little bit of kabaddi as well. But later on, I got so many injuries. I used to get hit so often that sometimes I used to hurt myself only, like punching the wall or something in anger. So not like I intentionally wanted to hurt myself or anything. Just in anger, I used to do certain things at times. So due to that, my mom was like, you need to stop all of this. You need to relax a bit in life and just actually try different things, as many things as you want in life. And then I started to kind of try as many things as I wanted. So maybe cultural activities, maybe studies and everything, maybe different sports, anything, art and craft, anything. So I used to participate in everything in school or academies, and everything I used to participate in. And then later on, I never took anything seriously, that this is gonna be the goal of my life. I never took anything seriously. Shooting as well, it was like last year. Until last year, I was having second thoughts about it. So yeah, it took me some time to actually realize, this is what I want to do in my life. And I started, we had this academy in our school, a shooting academy. In that point of time, nobody knew of shooting. It was the only one academy in the entire district. So I was just bunking a class at that time. Most likely it was history, I guess. I get bored of history and all. So I skipped the class, and my friends took me to shooting range. That's how I got to know about shooting. And then the coach was like, you will do really good in no time, so just give it time.
All right. Your mother has spoken many times. She was she was so proud of you. She was speaking to the media. We saw her reactions, right after you won the first medal. And she's been talking about how, people in the family, that the reaction were not always very welcoming earlier, when you started out in sports. So now has anything changed, like the way people receive you, perceive you?
So extended family, I'm not sure, because there's always some good people and some bad people. So some were good and some were not very supportive of my career and what I was doing, being a girl. So all that was there, and very significantly it was there. But my mom used to really protect me, and she was a guard, like a guard for me. She never used to come anything to me. It was like if anybody said something, it would not come to me.
Okay.
So she was like a shield for me, and she used to protect me from everything and everyone. Yeah, but then right now, I mean, some people, yeah, they have changed. But otherwise, mostly the same. Family remains the same only.
You remain a star for everybody. But
Yeah, it's just the people who know you will remain the same.
Yes.
People who do not know you
She still
will
scolds
kind
you.
of.
Yeah.
Sorry?
She'll still scold you.
My mom, she will always scold me. If I'm doing something wrong, she'll definitely scold me.
And so you get time to party these days with your friends, spend time the night.
I don't like to party.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you spend your time then?
I like to sleep.
Okay.
Then I watch TV also. But not, I'm not allowed to watch TV for over like an hour in one go. And then I like to, for example, if I have an off day, so I'll spend it like I'll sleep without an alarm. Then I'll go in the sun, sit for a while, relax and solve puzzles or sketch something. And then after that, I'll come back, have nice lunch. No breakfast that day. Have nice lunch. And after that, I'll relax a little bit, watch TV and solve more puzzles, and then do my workout routine and have some fruits and sleep. That's it.
So the puzzles really help you with your mental exercises.
Oh, I will actually suggest this to people. Try, if you have any problems or anything in your life and you want a break from everything for some time, you should try puzzles for sure, because try it. If you're solving puzzles and all, you will not have a single thought about anything else in life. It will be completely free and you will feel like कुछ है ही नहीं. I mean, वो पूरा दिमाग clear हो जाता है when you're solving puzzles.
Yes.
No, everything is like washed off.
Workout for your brain.
Yes.
Yes. And that's what's required in your shooting, also the concentration part of it.
Sometimes during matches as well, I do it. I lay out like full puzzle on the table, and then whenever I get time, I come back and I don't want to think about anything else. Just start solving puzzle.
Well, that's one secret I think she gave away already, how she prepares. I didn't need to ask her, I think.
Yes, because it becomes really nerve-wracking at times, and you become so nervous and anxious. So to just relax down and everything, I just do that.
You listen to music. What's on your playlist to relax, maybe?
So I have different kinds of playlists for different times, different moods. So I have Arijit Singh in my playlist. He's like inseparable. Okay. So definitely there's going to be him. Then Karan Aujla is going to be there definitely. Diljit Dosanjh, then Shreya Ghoshal, and Sachet Tandon. I really like his all the songs that he has. I mean, so many people. Yes. Can't name everyone. Then I have Haryana playlist as well. Masoom Sharma. I have different playlists. I have some songs that I don't even know the language of it.
Okay.
Some are Arabic songs, I think.
You like the tune and
so some are like Korean. Something is South Indian songs also I have in playlist. So weird things I listen to. And then I have a motivational playlist of all the aartis and everything. Okay. Yeah, Ganpati Aarti, then Shiv Tandav Strotam, then Hanuman Chalisa, then मतलब ऐसे बहुत सारा.
Before the final, what were you listening to?
Actually, matches maybe depend करता है. If I'm feeling overwhelmed and everything, I'll probably listen to something very soothing. अगर मुझे lack of motivation लग रहा है, I feel tired, I feel lousy and everything, so I'll probably go for the motivation playlist. थोड़ा rock and roll types और या फिर गणपति आरती and all of this. तो it depends कि match से पहले मुझे कैसे feel हो रहा है.
Right. So I'll come to the gender part of the sports right now because, even in the contingent, we've seen more and more women now participating in Olympics also. Generally, women champions have been coming up in India. And now do you feel that what all can be done to even inspire more? Because there's still that India can do in terms of gender equality in sports, pushing more women into sports. How do you see that? Or what do you see can be done?
Women's safety first.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, if women feel safe, then they'll be, mothers will not restrict their daughters, the family will not restrict their daughters. They'll be actually feeling free to let them do what they want to do. And then second thing would be like, I think promoting all of this actually, and actually telling them that they have future, they should be they should be independent, and then they can do what all they want to do. So first step would be safety.
You're saying safety in general or in sports?
No, in general. In general, yes.
Yes. Of course, there's a lot of talk about women's safety and how the society and the laws.
It's really weird for me because sometimes I think like Indian heritage was always like, women, they used to put women first in the society. Yes. So I mean, like we come from there, like Sita Ram and Radha Krishna and Shiv Parvati.
Shakti.
Sorry, Shiv Shakti. So they always used to be like, kandhe se kandha milakar chalna, basically. So we come from all that, and we should actually try and revive all that.
You feel that at least your generation should be the one to at least,
No, I think it will be efforts will be required from every person. Just some organization or just some government or just some people cannot do. Cannot bring some change. It has to be everyone. Everyone should be inclusive of it. We all need to put efforts.
And what's your take on gender pay parity in sports? If you like to.
In sports, I am not very well aware of it. I have read a few articles about like offices and how it works in the office environments and everything. So I mean, if two people are doing the same job, they should be paid the same. That's it. That's all. Like that's the basic thing I can say, and that's all I know.
And what would you tell a woman who has been pursuing a dream or a passion but is about to give up? What will you tell her?
Once you achieve your dream, you will look back at all the struggles that you went through, all the sacrifices you made, and you will be so proud of yourself, and you will actually realize that it was all worth it. So if you give up now, you will probably regret it later that, I was so close. Only if I would have put in a little more effort, I could have achieved this or I could have done that in life. So do not leave gap for that regret. Just follow your dreams, and then I promise you it will all be worth it.
So what's your source of strength? Because you've really been so articulate. And I remember, I think I met you last year. That was the entire contingent that was back at the Ashoka Hotel, and you looked so shy and reserved. I was like, I don't know how much you'll talk, but the way you're talking right now, it's, I think, a different confidence. It's Manu Bhaker 2.0. I mean, I'm just seeing you right now. What's your source of inspiration?
So my coach is Jaspal sir. Is a kind of person who would tell me to. Who would teach me different things at times. I mean, all the things like in athletes, like because we undermine all these things. We are like, it's not necessary. We're just an athlete. You just do this. But my coach is like, you have to be, you should know how to give a speech. You should know how to talk. You should know how to carry yourself and everything. So he's very strict like that also. So yeah, I think it's him mostly, but now I think I've also grown to like this kind of personality.
Indeed, he's been your Dronacharya. I think that's how he's touted as one. So Manu, finally, what's your next target now?
So my initial dream was for winning gold for my country in Olympics, and the dream continues. So it's LA 2028 for me, and I will try my best to win as many medals and change the color of the medals.
And your next tournament, any of the events?
So right now I'm not really looking to any competition because I'll be on break for now, and then I'll start back again with my basic training, and after some time of training, then I'll start to compete.
All right. Thank you so much, Manu, for this very engaging and insightful conversation. I'm sure you've inspired many more people. You've inspired already. And
yeah, this one thing I just want to say to all the people who are listening to this, that whatever you do, whichever career path you have, whichever beliefs you follow, just keep your intentions very pure, and when your intentions are pure, God will automatically help you in your dreams and achieving what you want to achieve. So keep working hard and keep your intentions pure.
You said it with a lot of sincerity. Thank you so much, Manu, for joining us here on Republic Podcast. Pleasure.
Thank you.